Burst. Dupree waits in the apps. First contact, no kills. They get ever closer. And off that flashbang, they decide to pop. Dupree suddenly, quick hit. Magisk is the one to come in with the kill, and a second. Then Fang swings out from pick, gets the better of him, grabs the USP, and they're just cautious for a moment, thinking of a quick flank maybe, but it's nothing but this rotation here. Vitality, they went for that three-player B setup, and now the retake's on. Fang, deep corner. Nade is perfect. That's him softened up. And then the two others of Junior and JT deep in pit. They wait. Smoke fades. Double Vitality wrap onto the short side. They still have the utility to get the players out of here. And sure enough, Apex hits a cracker of a headshot from deep on Arch. Junior blinded, can't help Fang whatsoever. Clean retake here from Vitality.
That's impressive. Usually when that Moto smoke goes down, after 2 successful entries, getting into pit with control that quickly, the round is over 90% of the time. That's a pretty amazing retake here for Vitality.
Felt like Complexity were really waiting for that in the first round. Crawling 5 players up alt. Waiting, no peek. But if Grim and Floppy... Oh! Grim, he gets an assist with the wall bang. Zywoo comes up from Boiler to try and trade, but that's 2 kills instantly from that apps crawl. Apex very quickly on the flank here. JT's going to hear it, can't stop it. Apex, the form is good. 2.5 kills. Zywoo re-aggresses, comes in from the alternative entrance to the apps, and it is Junior and Junior alone.
Oh man, that was a chance if they had heard Apex any sooner. I mean, the fact that he gets that much damage means that, of course, now Junior's odds are so low. As soon as he pops up, he would spot it as well. Go down to Masuda, and Vitality will pick up a second.
Grim, you know, who is the second-hand man to stand up?
Yeah, I think you've identified the core right there.
Should be those 3, but can anybody handle the heat that is Zywoo? He opens up, Dupree, 1 health on the fallback, and there's the double kill. JT and Grim, easy does it. Questionable position here now, because all of a sudden you've lost a player on each side of brackets, but you still have 2 for Vitality on this A-site defense.
Yeah, the interesting part about this is it doesn't damage the CT setup too much. So everyone's in a spot where they're comfortable actually not moving very much. So it'll be hard to find a timing for the T side, but grouping and hitting is of course the key. Right now, Dupree on site only has 1 health, so that'll make the big difference. It just comes down to whether or not this can be identified fast enough. And Dupree gets isolated. The rotator comes around from Zywoo, and he'll be late to help him out.
Yeah, this is Complexity breaking through. JT, creeping crawl through smoke, and a movement from Zywoo that didn't tilt the scales back in their favor whatsoever.
Yeah, that's well done.
Complexity are in.
Yeah, that's a super solid round. And we know that on T sides, I think. I have a lot of confidence in JT to call really cohesive movements between their players. Again, some of the individual inconsistency is a problem. He ended up second. This year, he's still in that exact same position.
JT's entry, shut down.
Okay.
Masuda, couple of kills.
Wow.
Now, a Vitality with a Masuda hold, that's a stronger Vitality. That's the best form of Vitality.
Yeah, that's their weakest point right now.
And he's 7-1 to start off this map. So 2 clean kills for him. He just faces from that site. We saw the utility pressuring Banana. Another couple of kills for Vitality leaves Grim on his own. He's got a chance at this A site, but Dupree, again, this is a
think to stop the CTs from coming down. They gave him an AK. They said good luck.
Nade comes out, chips down Grim. Dupree and Magisk in the pit. Grim does manage to get across towards Haybell, so there's this little minute opening maybe for him, especially versus Masuda, but not with Magisk shooting that sharp. Dupree, easy kill versus Floppy. His back is turned, and Masuda will tuck into that bomb site as the last 2 members of Complexity try to work their way through mid. It's the Deagle of JT, the AK of Junior, and Apex on the Moto hold. Locks this one in. Another 2K, and it feels like they got 4 days to figure it out.
Yeah.
Crunch time. Junior gonna make a ruckus inside of the apartments. Magisk easily turns around for that one and cuts Grim off of the doorway as well. Still feels like there's somebody up there. He's not wrong. JT hot on the heels of Junior. Also, just victim of the MP9. 1, 2, 3, easy does it.
I think Vitality are fine.
You think they're good? Yeah.
They're doing pretty good.
Which is nice to see, because obviously, I think this was something where I feel like at the RMR, it was almost like there was a question mark still surrounding them. But if you look at their losses, it's versus Navi and FaZe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but
So,
they before that even, they had like lost like 8 out of their 10
Yeah.
big series.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there are still real questions about Vitality. Complexity are not good enough to set up, but it's so late now the CTs have time to rotate over. Apex has an incendiary here at the 40-second mark. And some flash support as well.
Flash goes in.
Oh, he's not using it.
Perfect.
Ooh, okay.
Junior would have had a shot at that. But
Oh.
instead, it's Apex just locking in this B hold. Grim on 50 health. His
Wow.
third victim.
In a row? Surely not. We must be wrong eventually.
Apex tuned in. A little bit of a stress point here as the silence creeps across the map. Grim and Floppy ready to posture from the apartments, and they just get shredded. Magisk and Dupree. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean.
A Complexity drawn to the fire.
Oh, and they just flash retook calls, didn't see anybody.
Frag comes out from Cole. Zywoo, there's that flash. Masuda, 2. And Grim from Wood locks that one in. At least some kind of an answer, but an easy fallback. And honestly, you'll trade Masuda for 2 Ts.
Yeah, now they take over Hall's control. They actually cheat over to pick up Arch, but there is now a gap on the top of
Reaggression.
Banana because they're leaned so heavily to the bottom of the map. I think Apex is going to try to yell as loud as he can to scare the T's away, but he really does want them to go A.
Smoke ahead of them. Difficult decision to make. And
Wow, this flank is fast.
Dupree getting ever closer to the rear end of Complexity, which is being watched. Floppy could just crack this one back, and then suddenly it is that A rotate fast, but that would assume Dupree goes for his peak. And right now, he's just down in the Trolls caves. He waits. Magisk, nice, clean off
my
angle.
God, I
Grim
didn't
never
know there was
sees
an
that
angle.
coming, and right off of that execute, here comes Dupree. It is a guillotine from the back of the attack. Junior pulled between 2 directions. The fact that Dupree doesn't excuse.
But are they going to go B? I think they should. Whoa. This might be the mistake. Well, Miss Dupree is just. Oh, they left it open just for Dupree to watch it.
Floppy tries to chase Zywoo. Another instant of a player getting away from a chase. Dupree cuts down the bomb. Now bomb confirmed in CT spawn. At the 25-second mark, it doesn't matter if you've got that A site. Apex comes out from the side of the coffins, and it is JT and Floppy in a desperate 2v4. Quick trade frag in from Dupree, and again, bomb. It makes a world of difference. This is Complexity forfeiting 11th to Vitality CT side.
All right, there's a lot to talk about with that one. Of course, Captain Hindsight, they could just see you by accident, right? So it's a little hard sometimes to sneak them through. I think they try to smoke CT spawn to help them out.
Well, this one's a little bit faster. And Magisk able to handle that early heat. Junior, that's a clean headshot at the very least, but Zywoo right there with the trade. We've got 2 Ts ready to walk through smoke, and Dupree will shave Grim off this. JT kind of stuck right there, wanted a kill, wanted that repeat, but it's, of course, Masuda to come with it. And Fang, through smoke, gets the better of Apex. That's something. But something won't be enough. Zywoo locks this one in. Vitality feels like they can do no wrong. Vitality's players, just everybody's so sharp. Dupree, 15-4. Masuda, 11-4. Magisk, 15-6. And those 3 right there. Whew. Oh, and then, of course, JT's melon gets popped through Floppy. He comes back at it, kills Fang, and it is Vitality 13-1, kicking NA while they're down.
Wow. We're not.
Run through. Oh, okay, Madman. And there's the support. Little Danish flair on the alt play.
We can do no wrong. Ah, jeez.
Flash is perfect.
Yeah, it's just.
Everything,
Right on him.
dude. This is such a well-oiled war machine on the side of Vitality. It's only Junior left. 1 versus 3 attempt. Looking for Complexity's 3rd bomb plant in this half. 2 plants, 1 round, and a pumped Apex at the helm of a very strong
Why'd you say that? Tell me why you said that. Why'd you say
I
that?
had to.
I wouldn't say something like that.
Let's see. Let's see. As Floppy goes head hunting towards mid, Apex. Dude, how many times has Apex killed them on this flank?
God
and now
damn it.
he's the guy that's going to wait them out.
He knows this flank.
Oh, but one just, whoa. Yeah. He's got players in both directions. JT's going to go down in CT spawn. Floppy pushes mid. Things are getting weird.
Okay.
And Zywoo's still alive.
Oh, and they go back to A. Junior, it's coming to you.
Dude, it's got to be him. And he takes a higher position. You'll be exposed fully. And Masuda finds that headshot as
Rotation's here.
Magisk pirouettes through the bomb site. Masuda's going to keep this one clean.
Masuda's owning right now.
Dude, 15-1. Unless Grim and Fang can come through on this retake. Fight towards top mid gets a little awkward. Zywoo, last man standing. How
if
poetic.
He dies, it'll be the first time he dies this match, this major.
Grim's looking for him. Can't
Oh,
find
he can't
him.
die.
11
He
and
can't die.
0. All right, Complexity. Definitely the caged animals in this situation, and the Apps play, albeit aggressive, to their detriment. They go down by 2. 4 versus 3 to close the show with a very lopsided opener here at the Major. And I would say, you know, a real exclamation point at the end of this victory for Vitality just means, you know, give us a better contender. If they're gonna chop down the teams like Complexity this easily, then I want to see that 2-0 best of 3. Today's the day to get that locked in.
Yeah.
You know, if you just got to play this well today, and then 3 chances. But alas, get this bomb in. There's still the prying eyes of Junior. Smoke denies that vision. Plant is done. JT walking around these corners. We met by Magisk's Galil. And as much as it hurts to say, NA, this one's all she wrote.
I'm getting ready to go back into my spot for the end of this. Yeah, we'll give it our best go of it here. Okay,
Done.
he goes down. Zywoo has not died at the major, and we played a whole damn match already.